Imagine if tomorrow or in a week we find out Dalio moves from words to action and buys $1 billion in Bitcoin. The internet of the future will run on smart contracts, and you don't need Bitcoin to use them. You have to buy Ethereum. So this is how Mark Cuban sees the future of the cryptocurrency, but what does he have in his portfolio? Welcome to the Coin Post. Bitcoin never reached $50,000, although the price was very close, and at some platforms it rose to $49,700. Now we have a Bitcoin correction and a decent altcoin sale. But what's gonna happen next with the price of the first cryptocurrency and how the market is gonna react to its changes, we will figure out in the first part of the video. The second half is dedicated to billionaire and crypto supporter Mark Cuban, who believes Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. Let's find out whether he's right. And in the meantime, check if you're subscribed to the channel and hit the bell to get the updates first. Let's get started. What does the current correction mean, and why we didn't take over $50,000 yet? I mean, the paradox of the situation is that Bitcoin couldn't rise above 40,000 until they brought out the big guns like Elon Musk, who came to the rescue. Previously, he had already tried to rattle some cages with his games on Twitter, but only the $1.5 billion investment into Bitcoin by Tesla really boosted the price. The consequences were the media talking about Bitcoin, the big world banks and payment networks talking about the imminent implementation of cryptocurrency services, and people getting interested in them again. Google Trends are the best illustration for that. Hype is back, and that's a relief, but is it enough to keep rising? The first and most optimistic version for bulls is some super news similar to Tesla. For example, Ray Dalio already gave up not loving Bitcoin and even made an entire article about it recently. Imagine if tomorrow or in a week we find out Dalio moves from words to action and buys $1 billion in Bitcoin. The rest of the hedge funds will then get into the game too and will sit back rejoicing at the price increase. The second option is a moderate market prediction, which implies that we'll be stuck below 50K for a few weeks, the same way when we were trying to hit above 40,000. In this case, it's worth preparing for high volatility and moving in the price range from 40K to 50K. I set such a wide range because it's the 40K that used to be strong resistance, and now it's strong support, and anything below will be bought very quickly. There is of course a third option, when the price of Bitcoin drops. The reasons are obvious, just look at the monthly chart and estimate this growth rate. I mean, you can easily explain why the price has to plummet to $30,000 or maybe even $25,000. And of course, altcoins are gonna follow Bitcoin and they will collapse. It's gonna be a bloody time for them. But right now, it's hard to believe in such a scenario because previously we were hoping that Bitcoin would be accepted by institutionalists, but now, thanks to Elon Musk, we can be confident that this very acceptance is on the way and we just shouldn't interfere. As you can imagine, this is not a financial recommendation, but my thoughts on the cryptocurrency market. And you share in the comments how you perceive the situation. I mean, the more opinions, the better. And I'm moving on to the main topic of the video, why Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. Billionaire Mark Cuban gave an hour-long interview that we're gonna go through briefly, not least because I don't see any point of repeating the story about the Fed printing dollars while people no longer trust banks and governments. At the same time, Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are an alternative and the primary fair financial system. If you want to hear it all from Mark Cuban, you will find out the link to the interview in the description box. And I want to focus on why Ethereum is better than Bitcoin. According to Mark Cuban, if you want to invest and make a profit, then you definitely should go for Bitcoin. I mean, if you're an investor, your choice is Bitcoin. By the way, at the end of the video, I'll tell you which cryptocurrencies Mark Cuban invests in, so hit the like button and bear with us. On the other hand, there are not only investors in the cryptocurrency market, but people who want to create something and make money off it. The most famous example to date is liquidity mining, which already enriched many users of DeFi protocols. And it's not just DeFi. Mark's understanding is that economies are moving towards smart contracts, meaning in the future, content creators like photographers will sell their products through smart contracts, through non-fungible tokens, aka NFT. The same will happen to music, movies, games, etc. The internet of the future will run on smart contracts, and you don't need Bitcoin to use them. You have to buy Ethereum. The billionaire points out that Ethereum is the main platform for smart contracts today, and it will be the base for the internet of the future. There are now certain problems with scalability, of course, and transaction fees, but it all could be solved after migration to Ethereum 2.0. Those who want to have access to this infrastructure buy Ethereum today. More and more people come and the price will increase too. In this way, Bitcoin will always remain gold in the world of cryptocurrency and will serve as a means of saving. But since Ethereum is a gateway to a whole new world, over time, it will surpass Bitcoin in capitalization due to more users and a variety of apps. Much of this transformation will involve the DeFi sector and the widespread use of NFT tokens. So this is how Mark Cuban sees the future of the cryptocurrency. But what does he have in his portfolio? It's Bitcoin, ironically, if you count in dollars. Number 2 is Ethereum, but he's buying the top 2 cryptocurrency more, so its share is gonna increase too. Cuban also has Litecoin, as well as other coins that he didn't mention because the investment is too insignificant. And of course, as a DeFi proponent, the billionaire recently bought the tokens AAVE and SushiSwap. Do you agree with Mark, or do you think Cardano or Polkadot should take the place of Ethereum? Share in the comments, please. And I want to thank you for your support. I appreciate your likes and shares, as it motivates me to make new videos and helps attract new people to the world of cryptocurrency. And that would be it for today. Thanks for watching. It's the Coin Post channel. Subscribe and get enlightened.